Hey guys, welcome back to another ShMoR3S Daily. But before we get into today's video, please subscribe and hit the bell so you may always be notified of my future videos. Drop me a like and follow me on ShMoR3S Gaming and Gaming News on Facebook. Also follow my Twitch for future live streams. Alright guys, I'm back for the news today. Nintendo announces a 40-minute Direct happening this week. Nintendo has announced that a new Nintendo Direct is happening this week, and you won't have to wait too much longer. It's because this Direct is happening tomorrow, February 9th. Wait, is that today? No, today's the 8th. That must have just been posted this morning. At 2 p.m. PT, CT, 5 p.m. ET. Most of what's shown will be games released on the Switch in the first half of 2022. That means we'll likely be seeing Chocobo, GP, and Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Of course, there is also Breath of the Wild, size elephant in the room to address the highly anticipated sequel. Doesn't seem like a game coming in the first half of this year, however, Nintendo says the Direct is mainly focused on games coming in these first 6 months. So, tomorrow, supposedly, Grand Theft Auto 5 has surpassed 160 million units sold. GTA Remastered Trilogy, that dumpster fire. I don't know. I had to purchase the game anyway, so I actually canceled my pre-order. But, beside the point. Significantly exceeds expectations. I don't know. Last week was all about quarterly financial results for the likes of Activision, Blizzard, EA, Nintendo, and PlayStation. Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar, 2K, and others released its own results today. And to nobody's surprise, Grand Theft Auto V is still selling really well. You might be asking who doesn't already own GTA 5. The answer is millions less. November, Game Informer reported that GTA 5 had sold 5 million copies that quarter, bringing the total up to 155 million units. There's still people that don't have GTA 5. That just blows my freaking mind at this point. And Take-Two, so they're going to be selling this game to every person in the corner of the globe at the rate it's going. Rockstar GTA 5 has now sold 160 million units, representing another quarter where the game sold 5 million copies. That's insane. The Grand Theft Auto series has sold more than 370 million units. Grand Theft Auto 5 reached 1 billion in retail sales faster than any entertainment release in history. And it also has outsold any other entertainment product in history, which is just insane to think about. Any movie, any comic, any digital novel, it outsold them all. That's nuts. Meanwhile, Red Dead Redemption 2 is getting kicked to the wayside. I know people are upset about that. Alright, let's see what else we got. Take-Two boss and why Rockstar is making GTA 6 when GTA 5 is doing so great. The minute you try to protect the past, you become irrelevant. Rockstar Games has confirmed that the development on GTA 6, or whatever the next entry in the series is called, is well underway, prompting a lot of discussion and excitement in the gaming world. Strauss Zelnick, the head of Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two, has now shed a little more light on the project, or at least the environment surrounding it. Speaking to GI Biz, Zelnick was asked if there was any concern that a new GTA could negatively impact GTA 5, which continues to sell incredibly well, so long into its life cycle. Not only that, but Rockstar is re-releasing the game again on PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. But Zelnick said a new GTA is warranted because it's what fans are asking for. Yeah, you should listen to your fans. You always have to be willing to be fresh, Zelnick said. You always have to be willing to bring consumers what they want. The minute you try to protect the past, you become irrelevant, which is true. Zelnick also said he expects GTA 5 will continue to perform well in the market, and even when the next new GTA game comes out. So basically, they're expecting to still manage the servers as the new game comes out, so they're planning to continue the online from the sounds of it. I'm thrilled Rockstar is working on the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto. I have no doubt it will be just great, and there's every evidence to believe from the past that Grand Theft Auto catalog will also continue to perform, he said. Out for nowhere, Rockstar announced GTA 6 last Friday. While Rockstar isn't ready just yet to divulge specifics on next GTA, the company said its general philosophy with new games is to significantly move beyond what it achieved before. I honestly, to this point, guys, I believe it is going to take place in Vice City. It's the only city we haven't gone back to unless they decide to add a new city to the GTA verse, which I highly doubt that. They mainly maintain, I mean, there's been cities in other countries, but they mainly maintain the United States areas. And I just don't see why they wouldn't go back to Vice City. I mean, they've done, in the recent HD era, they've done Liberty City already. They redid that. And I think they're planning on remaking, or doing not a remake, but a remaster of GTA 4. And rumors about that. And so what else could it be? They did San Andreas. The Vice City is the only one left. It doesn't make any sense not to go back to Vice City. That is, unless they come up with a new GTA location. But it just doesn't make any sense. Anyways, that out of the way. With the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know how many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on, our goal is always to specifically move beyond what we have previously delivered. And we are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway, thank God. And by the time they have this thing out, GTA 5 is probably going to have eclipsed 13 years of being out. I'm going to be honest with you at this point. It's already past 10, so... And I don't think it's going to be out early 2023. It could release in 2023, but I doubt it. I mean, they could rush it and release it in 2023, which I hope they don't do. This is from the other day, but I'll cover it anyway. Google quietly ditching Stadia. So apparently, they're not pursuing cloud gaming anymore, or at least to the extent that they were before. Sorry, my throat's kind of iffy. Bad news for all the Stadians out there. A new report claims that Google is trying to salvage its Stadia streaming service by not focusing on video games, but instead looking to make deals with companies like Peloton to create playable experiences and online demos. As spotted, The Verge. The news comes from a Business Insider report published yesterday, in which paints a not-so-happy ending for Stadia. The service has apparently had been demoted within Google, with Stadia boss Phil Harrison now reporting to Google's Vice President of Subscription Services instead of directly Google's hardware boss Rick Ostrolo. I think I pronounced this name correctly, but I probably butchered it at the same time. According to the report, this is characterized by insiders as the motion for the entire Stadia. Entire Stadia service following disappointing sales and performing far below Google's expectations. It now seems that the plan over at Google Stadia is to focus on a lucrative deal with other companies, create and power experiences for them. Yeah, they were talking about just leasing out their servers pretty much for other companies and stuff like that too. Whether they're still planning on doing that is beyond me, but sounds like something they would do. Folks have already seen some of these details with a recent game phone and Peloton bikes actually powered by Google Stream, reportedly the new name for Google Stadia's technology. Well, looks like another one bites the dust of new competitors. Alright guys, I'm going to call it there for today. Whatever news I don't get to here, I'll post on my Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video.